Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Eric and I like to read, and today I'm going to be doing a fall book haul. So these are all books that I've collected so far over the fall. I mean, the fall technically has just started, so these were prior to the fall, but I'm in like the fall mood right now, the fall season. I'm putting on like fall candles and just like getting really excited about October coming up. So we're calling it a fall book haul. So the first one I'm pretty excited about. This is a book that I was anticipating coming out for a very long time, and I managed to go pick it up in August. And so that is Clown in a Cornfield 3, The Church of Friendo. So this is a series that like I started reading a long time ago. I really enjoyed the first Clown in a Cornfield, and so then I jumped on to the sequel, which was really good. And now I'm on to the third one, and you better believe I'm probably going to be putting this on my October TBR because I just cannot wait to dive back in. This book series gives like campy slasher horror flick vibes. It's just like everything I would be hoping for in a horror book. I'm really excited to dive back in. It's the first one took place in like a small town, and obviously it involves clowns in cornfields. Um, and it's kind of like it's interesting because I grew up in a very small town that was surrounded by farms and cornfields. So like I understand and like feel the vibes very much when reading the series because it's literally where I grew up. So like I can actually like picture something like this happening. Although if what happened in that book actually happened, like I would be terrified. And so that just kind of like makes it more real. Also, clowns just in general are terrifying. So yeah, I can't really say much more because I don't want to like ruin this one since this is the third book in the series. I believe this is the last one too, like the culmination of the trilogy. But a brief overview of like the first one is it's about a bunch of teens that go out to this like big party out in the cornfield. It's like a big high school party. Everybody's getting drunk, and then some clowns start showing up at this party and murdering people. And from there, the story like takes off. So yeah, not the ideal party to go to, and I wouldn't want to be there. But yeah, it was a very intense book, and I'm really excited to finish off the series. Another book that arrived, which I am very, very excited about, is October's Ocean. This is the first book that I agented, and so I'm so excited to see this in my hands, like in a physical copy. It's the coolest thing ever. It literally has the word October in it. And this has some spooky vibes to it. So essentially, in this book, it's about Seth, who is our main character. He is studying to go to music school, but he has a friend who ends up passing away. And this friend was very close to him, somebody that he actually feels like he felt more than just friendship for. And so he's struggling with that grief and trying to get through just going day to day. And so it comes up to like Halloween season, and everybody's getting dressed up to do trick or treating and Halloween. But he notices this girl who is dressed in all like old medieval attire, and she's got long red hair. And so he's just wondering if she's just trying to be in costume. But then the more he gets to know her, he realizes that like I don't know if this girl is actually in costume or she's actually like this person. So he learns that her name is Peggy, and the two of them connect, and he kind of helps her search for these lost jewels that she's trying to find in this place called Jute Island, which is where they are. And it's like a West Coast set book, so it's all the vibes of the West Coast, coastal towns, like those kind of feelings. And yeah, this book just deals with a lot of emotions. So if that's something that you're looking for, then definitely go pick this up. I would suggest to go pick it up because I'm very excited about it. I'm going to read you guys the synopsis of it because like we took a long time coming up with this, and yeah, I think it makes it great. So listen to this. Halloween on Jute Island is like a walking, talking costume parade. That's probably why Seth didn't notice her at first. The old black dress, wild hair, and accent didn't exactly stand out in October. But there is something about Peggy that draws Seth in. He hadn't felt anything but empty since Colin died, but suddenly he feels curious. And who is this new boy in town with ocean eyes that Seth can't look away from? As the waves of loss threaten to pull Seth under, his love of music and his new friends might just lead him back to shore. The Samurai Turned Pretty meets Outlander in this beautiful story of teenage love, loss, and friendship. Yay! I'm so excited this thing is real, and I'm super proud of Delane for all the work she put into writing this book. So, yeah, if you guys want to help support, then I'll definitely have the links in the description down below. Okay, next up I have some books that were sent to me by Tor. The first one being Crypt of the Moon Spider. And so this one is pretty small. It's like a novella size. And the way it's described is there used to be a gargantuan spider being that granted its first worshippers immense faculties of power and awe. But now it's the future, and they're going to the moon, and on the moon there's like this place where you can go to like get fixed of a sort by using some of the spider silk in the brain or something like that. That's what I'm getting from this synopsis. It's very odd, but very intriguing at the same time. And yeah, it says like, but patients aren't the only ones with trouble on their minds, and although the spider's been dead for years, its denizens are not. Someone or something is up to no good, and Veronica just might be the cause. That's like the little bit about it. And so yeah, I honestly don't know like where this book is going to take me, but it definitely sounds very interesting. And I'm creeped out by spiders, so I mean, I'm getting better. I'm getting much better at fighting them in my own house, but they're not my favorite thing in the world. So that's more intriguing for me to read this. I don't know. I find that like the more creeped out I am by things, the more I want to read about them. So yeah, I think this one could be quite interesting. Another one from Tor is Haunt Sweet Home. This is also like a novella sized book, so probably something I could just fly through. But listen to the back of this. This sounds really good. When aimless 20-something Mara lands a job as the night shift production assistant on her cousin's ghost hunting home makeover reality TV show, Haunt Sweet Home, she quickly determines her new role will require a healthy attitude towards duplicity. But as she hides fog machines in the woods and improvises scares to spook new homeowners, a series of unnerving incidents on set and a creepy new coworker force Mara to confront whether the person she's truly been deceiving and hiding from all along is herself. Ooh, that sounds creepy. I love like reality TV shows, so I feel like this is just playing into my loves. And yeah, like mixing reality TV with horror just sounds awesome. So yeah, I think this is definitely something that I will probably fly through. Also sent to me by Tor is Januaries, and so this is by Olivia Blake, which is the author of Atlas 6. This is a short story collection, and I have been really enjoying short story collections lately, so I'm pretty excited to dive into this. The cover is really cool, but also look at the inside. Like, look at this illustration. Is that not so cool? I think it's stunning. And it says on here, it has like a list of the different short stories that are going to be included, but it also says, once upon a time in a land far, far away, a wish-granting spirit rapidly approaches burnout. Meanwhile, a banished fairy answers a Craigslist ad, a Victorian orphan navigates an occult situationship, and a multiverse assassin contemplates the one who got away. Like, that's just a brief synopsis of some of the stuff that's going to be included in this, and I'm hooked. Like, that sounds fantastic. All of those like brief descriptions sound great. So like I think I'm going to enjoy most of these stories, and I'm very excited to learn more about them. But yeah, definitely a fun read. I don't know if I'll read it all at once. Like I might, when I have short story collections like this, I might just like jump back into them every once in a while and read another short story as like a little palate cleanser between like full-length novels. So I might do that. We'll see. But sometimes I just get pulled right in and I'm intrigued and I just want to keep going through them. So who knows? We'll see how I approach it in the future. Also from Tor, I was sent You Sexy Thing and Rumor Has It by Kat Rambo. So this is a sci-fi series about a group of people that I think they were like mercenaries, but then they finally like get out of that job and they decide that they just want to work their days away at this like restaurant spaceship that they have out on the outskirts. But then some people that they probably dealt with during their days as mercenaries are on the hunt for them. And so they try to escape on this sentient ship that thinks that the sentient ship is being taken over, and so it like helps them, but at the same time it thinks it's being like attacked. And so like I don't know, that's like the brief synopsis I got from it. And so from there we're gonna see where this crew goes. So I think this is the first book, You Sexy Thing. And then it shows on here that there's a one called Devil's Gun, and then Rumor Has It. And it says in this one that this is the third book. So I think I'm missing the second book. So I'll have to go pick that up myself. But I'm excited that Tor sent me these ones because it sounds fantastic. And I've been looking for like a good space opera to jump into. So here we go. Then I have a book called The Incorruptibles, which was sent to me by Little Brown. This is a true story of kingpins, crime busters, and the birth of the American underworld. I don't know when I'll get to this one, just because it seems like it's going to take a lot of like focus to get through this one. When it comes to nonfiction, I feel like it takes more brain power for me to get through it, just because like I'm not just living in a fantasy world or reading like an easygoing contemporary. So yeah, I'm not sure when I'll get to this one, but I will definitely have it on the shelves, and I'm sure it will pull me in at some point. And then the last thing I have is from Flame Tree Press. They sent me these very, very cool editions of some like folklore. And so the first one is Odin, and it's all shiny, and it's got red shiny pages, and it comes with like a little ribbon. You can't really see it, but there's a ribbon in there. Yeah, so this is like all about the Norse tales of Odin and describing him, and it's just like such a cool edition. Like, look at the spine. These books just like remind me of like, I don't know, old school like collectibles. So I'm very excited. So I have Odin, and then I also have Medusa, and this one's in green. Oh, I love it. They're so cool. Like these book covers are just absolutely stunning. I don't know what to say. They're just so cool. I've seen Flame Tree Press's other book collections in the Indigo store. They have like short story collections of all sorts of different folk tales. There's like, yeah, literally all sorts. Horror tales, supernatural tales, folklore, just a whole bunch. And they're just like big collections full of them. So now that I have these two, I'll have to read them through and see how they go. And then from there, if I really enjoy them, I'll have to go pick up some more at Indigo. But I'm just like blown away by these covers as of right now. Before I've even picked them up, before I've even read them, they're just so visually pleasing to look at. So yeah, I'm excited for these ones. I do have a lot of enjoyment like going into like folklore and stuff like that. So yeah, some Norse and Greek tales for me to dive into. It's going to be a fun time. And those are all the books that I have on my fall book haul. I'm sure I'll get some more throughout the next couple months. So like I'll do another one when that happens and share those with you at that time. If you guys have any exciting books that you have recently acquired, be that through a bookstore or even just picked up at the library, then let me know in the comments down below, because I'm always excited to know what you guys are reading currently. If you guys want to support me, I have a Patreon and a Ko-fi page, which I'll put in the description down below, as well as linked by my bookmarks. You guys know the drill. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Hit that bell notification button so you get notified when I post new videos. I post my videos on Tuesdays and Thursdays. And until next time, keep on reading.